Hello, this is Brewer, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Factorio Railworld. At this point, we are going to get our battery production set up. And that is going to happen up here on the main bus, I believe. Got our sulfuric acid piped up, as well as all the other stuff. So that's going to help us out quite a bit. And right here, we'll go ahead and run that north. Yeah, that's going to be fine. What to build now? Character logistic trash slots. That's going to be fine. You guys can go away. And I'm going to go ahead and repair you because you're going to... Well, actually, you know what? No, actually, you can stay there because we're going to do the undergrounds to around you, so it's going to be fine. You guys need to go away, though. I think I just set you down as a spacing thing, which is fine. All right, so where are we? Oh, come on. Where are we going to stick you? Batteries, batteries, batteries. Probably over here on the right-hand side. Because we definitely want to leave a little bit more space for a few more of these. And at some point, we'll probably spread them out so we can put beacons in between them. So for now, they're fine where they're at. But so I'm guessing over here on the right side is probably okay. Although, if we keep doing our science over here, probably want one more type of science over here to hook up with this stuff. So the next science would be the blue science. In fact, probably a good idea to go ahead and get some of that set up now. Let's go and blow up the stuff, get it out of the way. What now? What now? What now? Let's just do a little bit of this mining productivity. Get some of that going at some point. It's gonna be fine. All right, that's gonna be good. And how do we want to set this up? So you go at 1 per turn, or 1 per building, and 12 per second. So you need to be double what the greens are if I'm going to keep the same ratio. Wow, that's a lot of blues. Because we currently have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to 12. So we need 24. Wow. That's insane. And if we just kind of keep them on this line here. $16. 17, 18, 19, 20, 24. Wow, that's a lot of blues. That is going to be insane. Probably quite a bit overkill, but I think it's going to be all right. Well, I mean, I guess it's not overkill because it's the ratio that we've been going with. Look, I'm looking at this right, yeah? Yeah, looks like it. 12 seconds, and if we want 2 per second, we need 24. Alrighty, goodness. Let's go and clear out some of these guys. We'll just deal with little guys as they come up if they do. And at some point, we'll be able to clear out the nest here very, very soon with our laser turrets. How are we looking on power? You know, I haven't looked at power in a while. About halfway, so we're okay for the moment. Once we start getting lasers out, that is going to start, you know, hitting into that, but that's okay. We can deal with that when that happens. So, how do I want to do this? So the blues need 3 items. So at the very least, I can go ahead and lay down their belts, or at least ghost their belts out. Something like that. We'll start with that. And yeah. How do I want to do this? So I'm starting to think if I'm going to put the blues over here, I may put the batteries somewhere else entirely. Like over here. Like how many of these would I ever actually do? Probably no more than Let's get us a new blueprint. If I were to grab you, something like that. Actually, let's just grab you. It's going to be fine. Just for now. And I'm just going to ghost you. I'm not going to actually place you down or anything, obviously. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This right here would be 8, 9. And then if I just kind of line you up, that would be 10. So if I was ever asked to put 100 of these down, which I can't imagine actually being a thing, but just in case. Let's just give us a huge amount of space here, and that's going to be fine. So that means let's go and clear out these guns as well. That means that if we're going to put batteries, they're going to be over here on the left side up here. Guess I can start blowing some more of these things up, as well as myself. We're going to have to continue the lines up this way anyway, so we might as well clear all these trees out. Guess we'll get rid of all the guns for now. I mean, I guess I can repair them after I blow them up, but for now, this will be fine. Alright, something like that. I don't actually think we're going to do 100 of these. I think that's going to be a little bit ridiculous, but it does give us some space to kind of put some beacons in here and things like that, which, I mean, it's not the exact 100% correct space, but it's going to be fine. So, next would be, although I could also start doing the other two science things over here, which would be, what is it, yellow and, what are the other sciences? Yellow and, oh, it's just the space science, right? Or no, purple. Purple is normal, right? Yeah, the space science is completely extra, isn't it? Let's see, yellow is, not sure where it would pop up at. There we go, so there's yellow. Okay, so that's just that one, and then the purple science is actually before yellow, so it's going to be one of these up here, isn't it? Or is it the space science? Maybe the space science. Production science pack. Can I search for it? Ah, there we go. Okay, so no, that's a normal science. Okay, so that's right. So yeah. I might actually want to use this space for that instead. I'm actually starting to think, you know, maybe just like figure out how to beacon these out where there's just, you know, maybe like 4 rows of them with beacons in between or something to that effect. I think I like that all right. So beacons are, let's say if we were to put beacons in between each one of these. Beacons are what, 4? So, since we're not going to put them in between at the moment. Let's say we had 4 rows, and beacons are 4. So the beacons are actually the width of this plus the science thing. So if we were to put one in between each of those, that'd be 1, 2, 3. If we were to put one on each end somehow, which I don't know if that's possible, that'd be 2 more. So honestly, we're actually almost, this actually space probably is correct for like beaking out like 4 or 5 of these rows or something like that. All right, well in that case, let's, if I were to save this area over here for the science, then in that case, this would be over here, something for the batteries. Could also put batteries like back on the side over here. I mean, we're not using this space back here anyway. What do batteries need again? Iron, copper, and some sulfuric acid. Kind of putting batteries back over here probably wouldn't be that bad. I could carry them along this line here and hook them up with the bus already. I'm kind of digging that. Does mean I'm getting a lot of product going, you know, along the line here, but I think that's going to be okay. Although, on the other hand, we do have a lot of space up here. Don't think you really care. What do we do? Guess bullet shooting speed is fine, since we do have a bunch of turrets out everywhere. And my own personal bullets on me. You know, it's going to bug me if I don't get it right. I say get it right, but like make it like nice and fancy schmancy or whatever. So let's go ahead and just set up the blue science. It's going to be fine. So for blue science, we're going to need 2 electric mining drills per second. Yes, 2 electric mining drills per second. So electric mining drills need, how long does it take? 2 seconds. So we get 2 per second. We need 1 per second would be 2, 2 per second would be 4. So we need 4 things making electric mining drills. So we'll go ahead and start doing those over here. And they could feed off onto that line. No, it's not going to work. We need a little bit more space. Let's do it this way. Let's have you feeding up this direction. You can just do like a little UE here and feed right onto that. That's going to be perfectly fine. More bullet shooting speed, I think is fine until we get the lasers. Something to that effect. We might want to give it a little bit of space though, just in case we want to stick something in there like a roboport or something. So for roboport would be what? 3. So that's going to be fine. Is it 3 or 4? I think it's actually 4. Alright, so let's come down this line. I could be wrong, it could be 3. I totally forget now off the top of my head. A little bit more space though, it's never going to hurt anything. So something like to that effect. And so we'll put... It doesn't really matter what we put where. So we'll just put the electric mining drill stuff on this one. That's going to be fine. So 4 of those. You guys are going to be feeding off every 2 seconds. So we can go with the yellows, which we don't actually have. Wow. Yellows, yellows, yellows. Right. Somewhere over here. There we go. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and grab some blues while we're down here. And reds, actually. Blues and reds. Reds and... Where's our blue chest? There we go. Alright, that's plenty, but that's alright. Just for my own sanity, I'm going to bring you out. Just a smidge. There you go, something like that. So you're going to need yellows, feed out. And you're going to do electric mining drills. And to feed in, you're going to need green circuits, iron plates, and iron gear wheels. Well, iron gear wheels we can fix, we can do in place. Oh yeah, because we can keep going on the bullet shooting speed for now. How many iron gear wheels do you need? 5. 5 every 2 seconds, so 10 every 2 seconds. For 2 of them. 10 every 2 seconds, which is 5 a second, which is what? 2.5 every half second, which I think we make normally 2 every half second. So we can almost do it with just, no, we only make 1 every half second, never mind. So we can almost do it with putting them in between here, but we're not going to be able to do that. So I might actually want to move you guys down a little bit so we can get the green, the gears in front of you. Alright, so how many gears are we going to need then? So we need 2 of these a second, which is 10 a second. So 10 per second. And we can do 1 every half second, so that's what, 5? 5 things making gear wheels. Okay, let's try that. You guys are going to need to be gears. And then over here, we can go ahead and stick the 4 more for the 4. Let's count. For the mining drills. All right, something like that should be fine. So you guys are actually going to be feeding off with fast. And probably going to be feeding on with fast as well. Actually, you know what you can do? I think you're going to be feeding off with, how do I want to do this? Because I think you're going to need your own dedicated line. All right, let's do this. Let's bring you down here. And then we can bring a dedicated line of iron plates along this. Since you're both going to need iron plates. So you will you'll feed off, which is fine. I actually could have just left you guys there. Feed off your gears, which is going to be all right. And you're going to feed in iron plates. Probably going to want to feed in like 2 at a time. Something to that effect. Let's get you just wherever. Something like this can be fine. And so you're going to be feeding off iron gear wheels, and on the other side will be probably, I don't know. I guess the other side will be green circuits. And that's going to be perfectly fine. So you guys can come down here. And if you're only doing 1 every 2 seconds, you will need 10 iron plates, 5 iron gear wheels, and 3. So let's just go and do blues just because it's probably going to be fine. Blues feeding in here and blues feeding in down here. And then you should be perfectly fine with reds going out. All right. Come on. Something like that. And I think that'll be all right. So let's get you hooked up with power just so we can kind of see how things look. You guys are going to need power up here. Whatever. I guess it's going to be fine. There we go. Good enough. So iron coming in on this bottom one. And we'll go under over here. Where's the iron coming up? What now? I guess we will do flammables at some point. I don't really need them right this second. Modules. Modules will get us to beacons at some point, so that's going to be fine. All right, so how are we doing on the iron? Do we need to rebalance you? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, we do. So right up here, we will do a rebalancer. There we go. Good enough. And go under here to there. Go under there to there. Under there to there. And this can just be a line. And you can come straight up there. You're going to come up. Come on. Come up to there. Underground. Underground. Good, good, good. And this can just go all the way up to here. Oh, wow. Running through the belts like crazy. All right, what next? Sure, we'll start working on some of the modules and things. There's going to be some fast research anyway. All right, so that's going to rebalance and get us to where we need to be. And so you need to come out across. Whatever. That one right there. So we'll just come off the right side, I suppose. Yep, there we go. Yeah, that was very fast. Actually, modular armor might be handy. Especially before we go out and do the lasers. Get some robots to help us lay down the laser turrets and stuff. Alright, so iron plates are coming in. Those are going to start getting made. And then we need to get green circuits on the bottom of this. Green circuits are on there. Do we need to rebalance this? Well, we do not pull off green circuits very often. At least not yet. We actually haven't balanced it yet at all, other than at the very beginning. So we did the far left, the second. This one's the next one over. So we can do one off the far right. Actually, no, that was the far right. This one needs to be off the middle one here. Which is fine. And again, this needs to be on the inside here. What now? Well, let's do solar panels before we do portable solar panels. All right, so you're going to split off here and go there. And there we go. So that'll be on the inside, coming all the way down. And it should give us everything we need for you. I think, I hope. Let's go and get you guys powered up while we're sitting here looking at stuff. Let's see, you're going to put things there. Which will already have power, which is convenient. Come on. Something to that effect. I guess we can replace these guys with mediums, so that way they can hit those guys up there. It's gonna be fine. Although we'll still need some on the other side anyway, so never mind. That didn't really save us much. And you guys can feed in just plain yellows as well. Yellows and reds. We'll go and red on the reds, just you know, we're going to put them on the outside. It's going to be fine. So I can keep the spacing on the poles somewhat the same as what's below them. And poles. Guess we will need one somewhere over here. Oh, I said I was going to keep the spacing the same, and then I completely got off. That's because of the ones below it down there. Yeah, that'll work. There we go. Oh, really? Still going to need one over here. That's going to be fine. Whatever. Over there. All right, and then you guys are going to be blue science. Even though you're not going to be able to make anything yet, you'll at least know what you are. And know that we're getting you started. In fact, there comes the what am I trying to say? Let's go do those. The mining drills. So that means that is set up correctly. Good stuff. All right. Well, I think on that note, we're going to go ahead and put a cut in here. Getting our blue science started, and I feel pretty good about that. So I do appreciate you watching, and I hope you join me again. Thank you, and goodbye.